This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last Saturday afternoon, the Augustana football team got back on track as they rolled over Upper Iowa 66-20 in Fayette, Iowa. The Vikings got out to a 49-0 lead on their way to their third victory of the season. Augustana piled up 650 yards of total offense in the win, with 335 yards coming through the air and 315 yards on the ground. Sophomore Dejan Newell rushed the ball 18 times for 117 yards, and he scored 3 touchdowns. Freshman C.J. Ham added 105 yards and scored his first career touchdown. Quarterback Josh Hansen finished the game 14 of 17 passing for 289 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh also rushed for 32 yards and 2 scores. Grant Gebhardt caught 4 passes for 144 yards, including a 57-yarder. Nick Lee also caught a 37-yard pass from Hansen, as did Isaac Jorgensen from 17 yards out for touchdowns. Matt Gary also grabbed 2 passes, including a 23-yard touchdown pass from reserve quarterback Justin Heinrich. Place kicker Ben Albrecht added a 33-yard field goal and was a perfect 9 for 9 on extra points. Austin Lukey and Thomas Vanasek led the Vikings defensively as they both finished with 8 tackles. Vanasek also added his second interception of the season. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team continued their winning streak as they knocked off number 3 ranked Minnesota Duluth 3-2 and NSIC foe St. Cloud State 3-1 at the Elman Center. In the big win over UMD, Holly Halfmeyer and Jordan Spatanka paced the Augustana offense with 17 kills each. Courtney Yisker and Taylor Hrdlichka added 15 and 13 kills respectively. Marissa Johnson set career highs with 55 assists and 18 digs, while Grace Sanders led the Vikings in digs with 21. It was more of the same the next day against St. Cloud State, with many of the same players leading the way. Kayla Waldrick stepped up and led the defense with 23 digs. In soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas's team continued their scoring slump as they fell 1-0 to both the University of Mary and Minot State. Augustana defense continues to play well, but the offense has been struggling even though they've been attacking and having some trouble finding the back of the net. In men's golf, Coach Steve Klock's team finished in 3rd place at the fall portion of the NSIC Championships held October 8th and 9th in Brainerd, Minnesota. The final 36 holes of the championship will be played April 13th and 14th at the Jewel Golf Club in Lake City, Minnesota. CJ Halcomb is currently in 4th place overall in the championships as he shot a 156. Tyler Jensvold is next to the Vikings with a 158, with brothers Clay and Kyle Copland coming in at 160 and 167 respectively. Drew Troutman rounds out the Vikings lineup with a 170. That's our sports update for this week. When we return, we'll visit with Augustana football coach Mike Aldrich. We'll be right back.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen. Mid-Conet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Mid-Conet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
Joining me now is Augustana head football coach Mike Aldrich. Mike, last Saturday afternoon the Vikings hit the road, went down to Fayette, Iowa to take on Upper Iowa University. Great victory for the Vikings, 66-20. Let's break the game down. Let's talk first a little bit about the offense.
Well, offensively, we had unbridled success. I think our first 7 possessions, we scored touchdowns en route to scoring 49 points in the first half. Our first series of the game, we drove down the field and we gained over 10 yards every play. We never even had a second down. Right. And we had a great mix of run and pass. We were able to, Dejan had over 100 yards in the first half. CJ Ham ended up with over 100 yards. Josh Hansen threw for 280 and then also rushed for 2 more touchdowns. Which I thought he had one of the better outputs of the week in the conference, and the guys did a really good job of just going out and controlling the line of scrimmage, and that was one of our biggest keys to the game. Yeah, well, great offensive performance, 650 yards of total offense for the Vikings, and as Mike mentioned, a great mix of run and pass. Let's go to defense. Well, defensively, they showed us some things that they hadn't shown yet on film. The first series, so they were able to have a little success. They moved the ball down the field a little bit. We were able to hold about the 40-yard line or so, force a punt, and then after that it was we had 4 straight series of 3 and outs. Got great field position for our offense, and it was really a good matchup of offensive and defensive football. Both sides of the ball played well for each other, set each side of the ball up in great field position, and defensively I thought we did a really good job of keeping everything in check, especially with their passing game. Right. And their quarterback, and the only thing that we broke down a little bit is once we started mixing in some of our lesser experienced players, they started to have a little success running the football at the end. Yeah, well, they had put up 42 points against Winona, 45-42. Winona beat them, so they're a capable offensive team, and good performance by the Vikings. Let's go over to special teams. Well, special teams, it was real good to see us be able to have the success that we needed to have. And kicking with the wind, I think there was 2 kickoff returns that they actually returned the football, and one of them was deep out of their own end zone. So we got great field position based off of that. When we kicked into the wind, they were much shorter kicks, but our coverage did a great job of putting us in good field position. I think we only punted twice. And so we had 1 good punt, and then we had 1 kind of into the wind. So we did a great job there. Drew didn't have big numbers like he's been putting up all year, but we didn't really call on him to have those this week. And then Ben Albrecht, as our field goal extra point kicker, had a great day. I mean, he converted all of his extra points, and also a field goal, which I think he ended up having 12 points on the day, so that was really good for him. Yeah, Ben had 9 out of 9 extra points and a 33-yard field goal, so great day for him. Well, Mike, this is the game I guess everybody's been waiting for. As coaches, I know that in players you go one at a time, but it's still hard to not circle this one on the schedule. The Vikings taking on USF at the stadium Saturday at 1 o'clock. Your thoughts in looking to the game? Well, I mean, like you said, I mean that's our mantra. This is, literally game 8 for us, and we're excited about playing our opponent this week. There's no doubt about that. Our guys are keyed in. They're feeling very confident after being able to do what we needed to do last week. We're going to be back home. There's obviously quite a bit of fanfare around the game, and quite a few alumni that are going to be back that are really excited to watch this game too. So I know our guys are going to be excited and ready to play, and I think that if we do some of the same things that we did last week, we'll be successful.
Well, Mike, it's the University of Sioux Falls, 1 o'clock Saturday at Kirkeby Over Stadium. Fans, get on out and join in the action. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fyock, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
With me now is Augustana volleyball coach Ashley Buckley. Well, holy cow, Ashley. What's in the water for the Augustana volleyball ladies? We have been playing fantastic, and last weekend here at the Elman Center, tremendously exciting match against highly ranked Minnesota Duluth. What a battle, but the Vikings came out on top.
It was an awesome match. The first point of the whole match, I think the ball went over the net 6 or 7 times. And from there on, we knew it was going to be an incredible defensive match. A lot of long rallies and a lot of hard hit balls. It was an exciting win for us, and that we've been waiting for a long time to have one major win against a top-ranked team, and a huge confidence boost. But I loved the way that collectively we worked together as a group. We were very competitive in tight situations. I thought we performed well under pressure. Marissa Johnson did an excellent job. Duluth decided to double block us in certain positions, and I thought she distributed the ball really well to get us one-on-one. And, you know, it's a compliment as well to our offense because they were able to terminate one-on-one, and everybody really did carry their load. So an exciting match, a hard-fought match on both sides of the net. We were excited to come out on top. Well, a quality win for the Vikings, and then back on Saturday, after a big win against a very good team, you're always a little nervous as a coach, and but we got through the St. Cloud one. We did. We got up 2-0, and I thought, nevertheless, we were still really playing too lax, you know, too nonchalant. Our approach wasn't strong enough, and we kept talking about it. We kept addressing it in our timeouts. We talked about it in between sets 2 and 3, and we knew that they were improving throughout the match. So they got the third set. We found ways to compete and win the match in 4, but we really dodged a bullet there. They're a strong team. We knew that if they could put strings together, that their offense is good enough to beat a lot of teams. And so for us, I thought we played too lax, and then as a result got very tight. So hopefully we've learned something from that match, and that you really can't spend any time thinking too much about your opponent, how good they are, you know, where they're at within the conference. You really just have to prepare your side of the net because everybody's good enough to win. Well, it was a great victory for the Vikings. We're filming this on Tuesday, and tonight the Vikings go down to play Wayne State. So catch up on that one through the media or through GoAugie.com. We hope we get a victory. Well, this weekend, Ashley, we hit the road in a couple of challenging matches. We start out at Minnesota State Moorhead, and then it's on to Northern. Your thoughts on the weekend? Thoughts on the weekend, these are two teams that are right now in the middle of the conference, playing really well against top-ranked teams. Moorhead had a very quick start to the season and has had a tough start to the Northern Sun, but they've also played a really competitive schedule. So it's going to be important. They're an experienced team. They're up and coming. Last year they were very strong. This year they're carrying over that momentum and experience. And then Northern, same thing. They've beat some very good teams within our conference. They play, you know, a big offense. They're traditionally very big at the net. They're a big blocking team. They're good. They're scrappy. So it's going to be very important that we're focused this weekend, that we ball handle really well, and just that we're really crisp on our side of the net, because nobody is going to lay down in this conference, and every win at this point is really important for us as we move forward. So a tough week ahead of us, but an exciting one. We should have some momentum coming off of this last weekend, and we need to ride it.
Well, last question here, Ashley. The Vikings, you mentioned Marissa Johnson playing very well over the weekend and setting up our hitters. Our back row, it's kind of all come together. Talk about who's been playing well.
Our flow right now is very good from the front row to the back row, and it's something that we've really emphasized in practice. Holly Halfmeyer has just been a constant for us. She is consistently leading us in kills. Taylor Herdlichka is doing a lot of little things for us offensively, and then defensively. She had the game-winning block against St. Cloud, and offensively, she's a team, or when we're playing teams, she's somebody that's has a double block up consistently, which really opens up our net. Jordan Spatenka is always a nice power hitter for us on the outside pin. Courtney Isker is somebody that I've been most impressed with this season in her growth. Defensively, I think that Grace Sanders is really coming alive for us out of the left back. She's a great pressure player for us, so out of serve receive, I think she's very consistent. And then Kayla Walrick is a playmaker. A lot of great things happened with her, and I thought in the St. Cloud match, she had some incredible plays that really kept us in the game. We were just very reactionary in there, and I thought that she was incredible at picking up a lot of tips and balls that were deflected off of our block, and had some major plays for us and allowed us to score some points. So all in all, everyone's really doing their job right now. It's really hard to pick out a couple that are doing it. In this league, you got to have all six or seven in order to win.
Yeah, great team effort by the Vikings, led by Coach Buckley. Ashley, good luck in the upcoming matches.
Thank you.
Premium is the new standard. The Volkswagen Passat. That's the power of German engineering.
One, two, three, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
With me now from the Augustana volleyball team is libero Grace Sanders. Grace, great to have you on Augustana Sportscene. To begin with here, let's go backwards. Lakeville South, outstanding player in high school. You had to pick a college. Why did you choose Augustana?
I think that there's a lot of great schools in our conference, and I knew I wanted to stay in the Northern Sun. But I came on my visit and fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the energy, the community feel here on just around, walking around and everything. And then I met Coach Buckley, talked to her with my parents, and we all kind of had this idea of a competitive atmosphere, wanting to win a championship. And so with Coach saying that to me, that was really all I needed to hear. Yeah, well, we're sure glad you're here, and you've had a great career, and you have a lot to go yet. Well, the Augustana volleyball team, wow, we're on a roll right now, piling up wins here, beating ranked teams. How are you feeling about the team right now? Really good. I think there's a sense of confidence that we've maybe never had since I've been here. We walk in the locker room, everyone's having a little bit more swag to their step, feeling good about our game. Practices are going good, we're getting in, we're doing what we have to do, and come game time, we're fired up and ready to go. So. All right, wonderful. Well, Grace, you've been playing volleyball a long time and had your nose down there on the floor a lot, digging those out. What do you like about the game of volleyball? I think it's just, when I'm out on the court, it just feels like that's where I'm meant to be. I love the idea that you get to play with 5 other girls on the court. It's a team thing going for one goal. The rallies can last forever, but then that big block or the big dig or like an ace serve is just momentum and cheering, and it's it's what I was made to do. So
yeah.
I'm lucky that I get to play in college.
Yeah, great team sport, and we're glad you're here. Well, switching gears a little bit, Grace, what's your major and what do you think you want to do?
I am a BizCom major, and I'm kind of looking into what I want to do right now, trying to see what area I would like to go into. I do like the business setting, and I think something in maybe PR, something in marketing perhaps, something with relationships and working with communication within a business is something that I'm interested in.
Well, you have the personality for it, and I'm sure you're going to be successful. Last question here, Grace. You've been around a while now at Augie. Reflect on your experiences as both a student and a volleyball player at Augustana.
You know, these last 4 years now have been amazing. I think that it's such a high academic school here. It's a learning environment, which I'm so blessed that I got to experience. The people here I've met, I will remember for my whole life. The relationships that I've built have really let me grow into the person I am today, and I'm so lucky that I got to experience it, and I still am experiencing it. Augustana is a great college, and I think something that is different about here than I know other colleges is that I can just see Lukey and say hi. It's a great sports environment here. Teams look out for each other, and I love it.
Well, Grace, you're a special player for Augustana, and as you can see, a great representative for our institution. We got a lot of volleyball to go yet, so good luck.
Thank you.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profits.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
Joining me now is outstanding senior linebacker Austin Lukey. Austin, it's great to have you on Augustana Sportscene. We've got a lot to talk about here, but let's begin by going back. Outstanding high school career up at Groton, and then decision on where to go to college. Why did you choose Augustana?
Of all the places I visited, Augie just felt right. The coaching staff I really enjoyed. Their young coaching staff, fun guys to be around, and then the other guys I met on my recruiting trip here, the guys that were already playing at Augustana, then the other incoming freshmen, just bonded really well with. It just felt right. Everything about it was really good. I liked it.
Okay, well, great. Well, and we're really glad you're here because you've had a great career. Kind of moving forward here, the Vikings this fall, a little bit up and down in terms of record, a great win last week against Upper Iowa. How are you feeling about the team?
Feeling really well. That win at Upper Iowa was really essential for us. We needed that one to kind of get back on the right track, and we won in the way we wanted to, or the fashion we wanted to. We knew it was a team we could go down there and dominate, and that's what we did. 66-20, I think, was the final score. So it was good. After having 3 straight losses, we needed that one to kind of get a little confidence back. Remember that we are a good football team. We know how to win, and that's what we should be doing.
Well, it's big game time, the one everybody around town and the area has been waiting for, and I'm sure the players as well. But this Saturday, University of Sioux Falls comes into Kirkaby-Over Stadium. It's a big game, Austin, but it's just one game again, and how are we looking at it?
Yeah, that's kind of how we're viewing it, is just the next game on the schedule. It's game 8 for us. It's just another step in our season, trying to kind of get back on the right path and get things going the right way we want to. Obviously, we know the opponent we're playing. It's the crosstown rival. So it'll be a fun game. We're expecting a big crowd and expecting a good football atmosphere. So it's going to be a fun game on Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one to play in, a game that players really look forward to. Well, Austin, you've been playing football a long time, and you're really good at it on the defensive side of the ball at Augustana. What do you like about the game of football?
It's just a great game. obviously being on defense, it's fun. We get to go out there and hit people and don't get in any trouble for it, so that's a lot of fun. It's a game where anything can happen, you know. You always go through ups and downs, but it takes a team to do it. You know, you got 100 guys that all have your back, and so that's the biggest thing I like about it is just the team aspect. Having 100 brothers on the team that you know you can count on for anything, whether it's on the field or off the field. Just it's a great team sport.
Well, there's a special camaraderie which goes with those teammates in football. And Austin, you sure look like you're having fun out there when you play with the other guys. Let's switch gears a little bit. What's your major, and what are your thoughts about your future?
I'm an exercise science major with a business minor. Not 100% on my future yet. I finish up in May, so we'll kind of take things from there. Kind of thinking possibly going back to school or just getting a job and entering the workforce. So one of those two things. Not exactly sure. Got a few months to figure it out still. So
yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out at my age. So take your time. Well, last question here, Austin. You know, you've been around here a while now as a student and an athlete. Reflect on what it's been like to be a student and a student athlete and a football player at Augustana.
I've had a great time at Augie in my 5 years here. Obviously the football part of it I've loved. You know, we've got a great football team and program. I've loved playing in the facilities we have and with the guys that we've had on our team throughout the 5 years here. And being a student here has also been a really good experience for me. It's obviously challenging, but I know it's going to pay off for me in the long run. So at times it was tough to balance being a student and an athlete here, but overall it's been great. I've had a great experience.
Well, there you can see a great leader for the Augustana football team, great representative of the program in Augustana College. Austin, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Audi A4 drivers have spoken. And they rank the A4 highest in total quality index in its class. Experience the new Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day. Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, October 19th, volleyball hits the road for a big match at MSU Moorhead. Saturday, October 20th, cross country is at the NSIC Championships, gunning for a couple of big wins in St. Paul, Minnesota. Volleyball, tough match at Northern State in Aberdeen. Women's soccer is home against Winona State at Morstead Field. That game begins at 11 a.m. And football takes on the University of Sioux Falls at Kirkaby-Over Stadium at 1 o'clock. Sunday, October 21st, women's golf is at the Sonoma State University Tournament in Sonoma, California. And women's soccer takes on Upper Iowa at 1 o'clock at Morstead Field. Monday, October 22nd and Tuesday, October 23rd, women's golf continues play at the Sonoma State Tournament. And remember, for radio coverage of Augustana football, you can hear the Vikings on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And Augustana Athletics information for everything you want to know about Viking athletics, go to GoAugie.com, and for tickets, go to GoAugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at this same time next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.